All right, looks like we're starting just about. They're going to do the national anthem first. Good look at Kyler Murray on the sideline. Patrick, excuse me, just had lunch. Patrick Mahomes on the sideline for the AFC was literally almost in the Super Bowl. Hold on one second. Get a look at Travis Kelce on the sideline. My twin, as Courtney calls him. So I'll go through the rosters here. Let's see. Check the roster for the. We'll do AFC first, I guess. So the roster for today's AFC. Justin Herbert, Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, Mac Jones, Jonathan Taylor, Chubb, Mixon, Harris from Pittsburgh, fullback. They've got Patrick Richard from Baltimore. You got wide receivers Hill, Chase, Diggs, Keenan Allen, Hunter Renfro, my guy, Deontay Johnson, Mark Andrews, Travis Kelce, Rashad Slater, Orlando Brown Jr., Deion Dawkins, Quentin Nelson, Joel Batoni, Wade Taylor, Roger Stafford, Corey Lindsey, Ryan Kelly. Now the defense for the AFC, you got Garrett, you got Crosby, my guy, Hendrickson, Frank Clark, Buckner, Jones, Cameron Hayward, Jeffrey Simmons, Watt, Bosa, Judon, Landry, Leonard, Perryman, my guy, Jackson, Howard, Ward, Moore, Bernard, James, and Tyrann Matthew. Special teams, AJ Cole, Justin Tucker, Devin Duvernay, going to be the return specialist. Matthew Slater, Luke Rhodes. Go over to the NFC roster. You got Rodgers, Brady, Kyler Murray, Kirk Cousins, Russell Wilson, Delvin Cook, James Conner, Alvin Kamara, Juszczyk, Cooper Kupp. I don't think he's playing, though, because he's in the Super Bowl. Devontae Adams, Justin Jefferson, Deebo Samuel, Mike Evans, CeeDee Lamb, Gittle, Pitts, Williams, Worth Smith, Brown, O'Neal, Humphreys, Martin, Sheriff, Morpet, Jackson, Tomlinson. You got Jason Kelce, Travis Kelce's brother, Ryan Jensen, Alex Mack, who I think just signed with San Fran from the Giants. Their defense has Nick Bosa, Brian Burns, Cameron Jordan, Josh Sweat, Donald. I don't think he's playing because he's in the Super Bowl. Jonathan Allen, Kenny Clark, Hargrave, Vita Villa, Jones, Quinn, Barrett, Mika Parsons, Bobby Wagner, Devin White, Trayvon Diggs, Stephen Diggs' brother, Jalen Ramsey, who's probably not playing because he's in the Super Bowl, Darius Slay, Lattimore, Gilmore, Diggs, Baker Smith, Winfield Jr., special teams for the NFC. You got Anger, Matt Gay, Jake Elliott, Jakeem Grant will be the return specialist for NFC. JT Gray and Josh Harris. The Houston Texans, Jacksonville Jaguars, New York Jets, New York Giants don't have anybody in the Pro Bowl this year. They've got nobody. It's embarrassing, New York. It's embarrassing. Looks like this game is about to start. Hold on one second. All right, it looks like we're about to start. The rules are kind of crappy, but it's a football game on Sunday, so of course I'm going to do it. I can't believe the NFL season's almost over, guys. Bruce Buffer's mic is not on. We can't hear him, NFL. Can't hear him. All right, here we go. Kyler Murray is going to start us off. All right, here comes Kyler Murray. I think they're starting at their own 15. Kyler Murray lined up shotgun. Looks like Dalvin Cook's going to be on his right. And it's batted up in the air and falls incomplete, nearly picked off. Not a good way to start your second Pro Bowl, Kyler Murray. I think it's his second. What's up, Hayden? All right, 2nd and 10 for Kyler Murray. Protection on both sides. Drop back. Pass up the middle. To Justin Jefferson. Looks like NFC will get 9. That was Murray to Jefferson. Offensive line, O'Neal, Marpet, Jensen, Tomlinson, and Humphreys for the NFC. They've got Deebo Samuel out there. They've got Jefferson out there. They got Dalvin Cook. I can't tell who that tight end is at the end, though. Murray's going to go shotgun again. Running back right side. Cook's going to find the hole. He'll pick up the first down. Needed 1, got 3. And there's the first down. The defense, you got Garrett, you got Buckner, you got Hayward, and you got my guy from the Raiders, Max Crosby. You also got Watt, Leonard, and Judon. And then in the secondary, you got Jackson, Bernard, James, and Howard. Howard from the Dolphins, that is. 1st and 10, shotgun for Murray. Swing pass to the right side. Has Jefferson again for a couple. Quick whistle blown. No one says, okay, so, like, I'm curious. What is the Pro Bowl like? It isn't the Super Bowl. What is it? Also, your voice is echoing for me. I don't know why it's echoing. The Pro Bowl is kind of like the All-Star game in the NFL. NHL. Kyler Murray passing on the right side. They don't take it as serious, though, anymore. The Pro Bowl used to be taken very seriously when I was, 15 years younger, 20 years younger even. But it's like you have your top players from every team get voted in to play in the Pro Bowl. So the NFL has 32 teams. There's a couple of teams this year that don't have anybody. The New York Jets, New York Giants, Jacksonville, and Houston Texans don't have anybody in the Pro Bowl this year. But the other 28, 29 teams, whatever it is, they have at least one person. Kyler Murray shotgun. He'll roll right, looking right, passing up the middle. He's picked off. Darius Leonard. He's going to get poor tackling. Touchdown. Defensive touchdown for the AFC. And what I was just saying about the Pro Bowl, as you could see if you're watching along with me, poor tackling on purpose. They don't really take this game serious anymore. When I was in junior high and elementary school, this game was like a regular freaking game. Through the years, through the generations, the players get younger, and they care less about it. The only thing that's good about the Pro Bowl is the charitable donations. That was Darius Leonard with the 45-yard interception touchdown. He'll probably get some type of grant for his charity of choice, which is really the only good thing about the Pro Bowl, is that every player that's in it has a charity. His is Disease Awareness and Prevention, Lupus Foundation of America, Darius Leonard. So, yeah, that's cool that they do that. The NFL matches it and whatnot. So, yeah, that's cool that they do that. Hayden says, I agree. I think most of the Pro Bowls is always the week before the Super Bowl, so a lot of the hype is on the Super Bowl, where the MLB All-Star Game is in July. Well, the Pro Bowl used to be after. The Pro Bowl used to be after the Super Bowl. The Pro Bowl used to be the last game of the season. Now, with the extended year, now the Pro Bowl is going to be before the Super Bowl. Last year, there was no Pro Bowl due to COVID. Gabriel, what's up, Gabriel? What's going on, man? Let me see if I'm echoing next to you. Gabriel, what's up, Gabriel? What's going on? I was going to say, yeah. I was trying to see if I was echoing on my end, but I wasn't. Oh, it was echoing because I left the Discord open, so I went through Discord and I see. But yeah, so like I'm 32. I'm almost 33. When I was like 10, around that age range, the Pro Bowl was like another game. And the two divisions, the AFC and the NFC, they used to take that shit very seriously, man. Now it's just they barely tackle. They don't have to tackle. There's no blitzing. You got to run a certain defense every play. Most of the players on the other team will let the other guys get in the end zone. They always used to do that, but when a certain player scores, or if they reach a certain stat, they get a grant to their charity of choice, and the NFL matches it. So that's why you'll see a lot of guys score today, and the guys on the other team not really making tackles when a guy's going in the end zone, because it's going to go $10,000 or more to different charities. So, I mean, I guess it's cool that they do that. There's just like I don't even think this is a word. There's no competitiveness to this Pro Bowl game anymore. What's up, Gio? Long time no see indeed. Hope all is well. In case you're wondering, yeah, I'm doing the my first Super Bowl play-by-play next Sunday. I'm nervous. I hope I get a ton of people here. What's your plan for the Super Bowl next Sunday? Yeah, I'm streaming the whole thing. I'm doing play-by-play for the whole thing, from start to finish. Maybe Courtney will have a cameo. I don't have anything planned for tomorrow, but the Nets have an early game on Tuesday. That premiere's already set, so I'll be doing some basketball this Tuesday night, 7:30. All right, I can't tell who that is that's in. Is that Herbert to Taylor? And maybe 9. Pick up about 9. Yeah, that's Herbert that's in. I'm not really... I love the charity stuff that they're doing. I'm just not liking how these guys aren't even tackling, man. Like, I guess that's because it's from like my generation when I watched the Pro Bowl, when this was a legit game. Now it just seems like if you just hug the guy real quick, the ref will blow the whistle. This is so weird. This is so weird to me, because there was no Pro Bowl last year, and then the last 3 years before last year, I've never even watched the Pro Bowl. So I guess there's so much that has changed. It's all right. We got a legit game next week. Can't wait for the Super Bowl. Yeah, me too, man. I haven't decided who I'm going to bet on. I'm definitely going to be betting a pretty penny on one of the teams. Okay, the NFC's back out there. That looks like Kirk Cousins. He's going end zone left side and dropped. He was looking for Jefferson. Jefferson comes up wanting a flag. I don't think he's going to get a flag in the Pro Bowl. I'm sorry, number 18 Jefferson. I don't think you're going to get a flag here in this game. All right, 2nd and 10 for the NFC. Yeah, hopefully this Super Bowl is going to be entertaining, Hayden. Shotgun for Kirk Cousins. Protection on both sides. Looks towards his left. Has his man on his left side. That's Kamara. I didn't even know Kamara was in this. He'll pick up the first down, and then why did they call the play dead if he wasn't tackled? So weird, man. You got to remember, I haven't watched the Pro Bowl in almost 5 years. So weird seeing these guys just phone it in and not. All right, whatever. 3rd and 2. It's like watching flag football right now. Kirk Cousins with the snap, pass up the middle, has Deebo Samuel. And I guess it's two hands. I guess if a defender wraps you up with two hands or touches you with two hands, that's a tackle. I'm guessing this is touch. Okay. This is also foreign to me. Bear with me, guys, because, again, when I watched the Pro Bowl, they used to smash guys on the ground. All right, we got a two-hand touch football. I'm never doing this Pro Bowl ever again. Kirk Cousins rolling left, pass up the middle. There's Juszczyk, touchdown, the NFC. That's the fullback from the 49ers, number 44, putting points on the board for the NFC with that 14-yard TD reception. Have any of you guys watched this game in the last 5 years? Because this is so foreign to me. I get it. They don't want players to get hurt, but they're not even like wrapping. They're just a little touch, and that's a tackle, I guess. Cool how the players are mic'd up. That's cool, but they're not really playing, bro. Like, when did this game become two-hand touch? NFC will go for the extra point to tie this puppy up. And we're tied 7 apiece. This is gonna be a long stream if this is how this Pro Bowl game goes. The 2019 Pro Bowl wasn't like this. I don't even remember, dude. To be honest with you, I don't remember a Pro Bowl before the 2012 season. That's probably the last time I watched the Pro Bowl in its entirety. It was probably 2012 because there was none last year. And then the 4 or 5 seasons before that, that's kind of when they like started phoning it in. I remember Eli Manning he became an alternate for that year. I think his brother was in it too. And he was saying like how these guys should take this game serious and actually play like it matters. And since 2013, I don't think I've watched the Pro Bowl in its entirety. It's so weird seeing like, all right, two-hand touch tackles. All right, whatever. We know next year's going to be next week's going to be great. So, what's everybody's pick for the Super Bowl? I'm kind of leaning towards the LA Rams because I'm comparing the two defenses, right? I look at the Bengals defense. I look at the Rams defense. On paper, the Rams have a much better defense. They've sold all their draft picks to build that defense. You still got Jalen Ramsey running around in the secondary. You've got a quarterback who 2 weeks ago, Joe Burrow, was sacked 9 times against the Tennessee Titans, and I think the Tennessee Titans defense is weaker than the Rams defense. So I look at that offensive line protecting Joe Burrow, possibly having troubles with Darnold and Von Miller. I'm leaning towards the favorite. I'm leaning towards the Rams. But even if you put $100 down, you barely win $55. I think. I'll check. I'll check the Caesar Sportsbook app and see. I know the Bengals. You put 100 down, you could win like 300 or something like that. We'll see if the line moved at all. Because the Bengals were like a plus 165 underdog the last time I checked it on Caesars. Let's see. It moved a little bit. The Bengals are a plus 170 underdog. The Rams are a minus 200. So if you, let's see. My phone would freaking load. All right. I don't know why it's not loading. Let's see. We got Kirk Cousins still out there on 4th and 15. Cousins rolling left. I forget they get the ball back at the 44 after they score. And Kirk Cousins is picked off. Here goes number 31 running down the field. Backwards lateral. Here we go. Here's some playing. Here we go. Number 23 is pushed out of bounds. All right, 1st and 10 for the AFC. I think Matt LaFleur is the coach for the NFC, and the head coach of the Tennessee Titans, Verbal, whatever his name is, the head coach of the AFC. Hector, since when has the Pro Bowl been so shitty, bro? Herbert, shotgun, pass up the middle. Has his man. Is he in? Do they give him the touchdown? They do. Herbert, the Charger, to Mark Andrews. The Raven with a 15-yard TD reception, put another 6 on the board for the AFC. My team plays for the AFC, so I'm leaning towards the AFC, I guess. Mark Andrews this season, he ranked 1st in receptions. It's always shifty. I think you meant shitty. I don't remember it being this shitty, though. It's like 2-hand touch tackle this year, Hector. AFC will go for the extra points to make it a 7-point game. That's good right down the middle. AFC goes up 14-7 with 9:26 left in the first. Mark Andrews' cause is diabetes. The charity is JDRF. That is a juvenile diabetes foundation that the money's going to go to. I don't know, man. I remember watching the Pro Bowl. I was just telling the guys, Hector. I remember watching the Pro Bowl like 15 years ago, and they were tackling. I think the only thing you couldn't do was blitz, but all the other stuff was fair game. Hold on 1 second. All right, coming out of commercial break now. We got the Hawks and Mavericks at 6. I could probably do play-by-play for as well. It's a pretty packed stadium there for the Pro Bowl for a game that's barely legit. So now the scoring team gets the ball back with a 4th and 15 at their own 25. So they have to run a play here. It's another rule that I'm not used to, Hector. Patrick Mahomes in. He's going to bomb this one downfield. Has a man open. It's short. He was looking for Travis Kelce. Could not get it to him. So now the NFC will take over at their own 25. Here comes Russell Wilson. That survivals guy, Russell Wilson. Talking to Matt LaFleur about the next play he's going to run it. His first play of the game. Clock continues to run. 9:12 left in the first. And here comes the one and only Russell Wilson. 9th Pro Bowl selection. 3rd best TD interception ratio. I did not know that for this year. His team sucks around him. You forget how good he still is. I'm thinking he's going to end up going to the Bucs or something, man. 1st and 10. Russell Wilson shotgun. That's the James Conner on the left side. He'll get a couple. It is two-hand touch football. All right. Whatever. It's better than nothing, I guess. Although still wish we had red zone. Still wish we had red zone today, Hector. Nah, there's no Giants, there's no Jets, there's no Jags, and there's no Houston Texans, Daniel. But we do have you here, and that's always a plus for me, Mr. Daniel. We got a 2nd and 8 here for Russell Wilson. He'll go shotgun. Alvin Kamara from the Saints is on his left side. Has the snap. Remember, there's no blitzing. Russell Wilson with plenty of time here. Going end zone. Has his man. And that's C.D. Lamb for a chunk of yards. They're showing Russell Wilson a couple of days ago. He had a precision. He was in the precision passing Pro Bowl tournament. He won that. He beat Mac Jones. And I forgot who else he beat. Lakers going to the NBA Finals. Dude, I was talking so much crap to Courtney yesterday because I'm a Lakers fan and she's a Knicks fan, and the Lakers were able to squeak that win out. 1st and goal for Russell Wilson. Shotgun, running back left side is Connor. Russell Wilson with time. Looking for number 17 of the Bears, I think. Falls incomplete. Going to have a 2nd and goal here for the NFC. Now the no blitzing, the no sacking, I already knew that. That rule has been around forever. This two-hand touch thing is new to me. 2nd and goal. Russell Wilson again, shotgun, running back left side. Has a man on the right. That's Juszczyk, but he got touched before he got into the end zone. Remember, it's two-hand touch, so now you got a 3rd and goal for the NFC. Can they tie this game up with 6:35 left in the very first? In case anybody's wondering, yes, I'm doing the whole Pro Bowl next week, halftime show included. I'm also going to be live Tuesday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the Brooklyn Nets, barring nothing crazy happens at work. And I'm tempted to do another live at 6 p.m. tonight. I'm tempted to do that Atlanta Hawks game. Got a 3rd and goal here for Russell Wilson in the gun. Here's the snap. Running out of time. He's going to go end zone right side. And he went for Jefferson, and Jefferson drops it. That's his 2nd drop of the game. So now the NFC have a crucial 4th and goal. We're under 6 minutes in the first. We're gonna look at my guy Crosby in the huddle. There he is. There's a Raider. There's a Raider. Hunter Renfrow is also in the Pro Bowl as well. 4th and goal. Russell Wilson in the gun, protection on both sides, and we got a false start here. No, we got a timeout. We got a timeout called from the AFC. Deebo Samuel are going to do an interview on the sideline with Lisa Salters.
Are you a running back now? Are you a wide receiver? How would you describe you?
Got a new position. It's called wide back. Wide receiver playing running back.
What do you like about doing both?
I can get the ball. That's what I really like. The ball in my hands all the time.
So what's the goal for this game right here? How many can we expect out of you? Rushing or receivers?
It's stupid, the All-Star game in baseball, determine home field advantage. I get it. It gives some incentives to go out and win the game, but like all sports, the best record should get home field. Yeah, there's no really incentives with football other than the fact that they're doing this charity thing now. I mean, I guess I kind of see there's something on the line. Russell Wilson is picked in the end zone. Intercepted. He went for use check. It gets intercepted by the AFC. This is just like it's just like a touch football game now, I guess. The number 27 of the Patriots with the pick. Most interception this season. Diggs had 11. Jackson with 8. Amani Archuwari has 6. He plays for the Detroit Lions, who had an awful season this year. All right, I got a 1st and 10 here at the 1 for the AFC. Handoff to Chubb. He'll get up there on the left side. He'll get a couple. We got some pushing and shoving, huh? Oh, nice. A little life in this game. 2nd down and 8 for the AFC. Less than 5 minutes to go in the very first. Mahomes passing up the middle has Hunter Renfrow, division rivals there. There's our guy. There's Hunter. Deebo Samuel, over 1,400 yards. Nice. Felt bad for him when he lost that game. He was crying. What do you think the new name Washington Commanders? I think it's okay. Chubb will go up the middle. He got hit a couple of times. Got maybe 5. The thing is, there's a ton of people, let's be honest, Daniel, who look like me, who look exactly like me, are the same gender as me. And they're like, oh my God, they're changing names and this and that. Why are they changing the head? Most of those people, Daniel, don't even know what sports are. These freaking down south, racist honkies, I could say it because I'm white. Oh my God, they changed the name. They're not fans of the team. They don't know shit about the team. Because the majority of like the hardcore fans of the Cleveland Indians and now the former Washington Redskins, they were okay with them changing the name. Do they like Commanders? I don't know. You'd have to ask, the hardcore fans. But the majority of those that support the name change are the diehard fans. The people that don't support the name change are these right-wing, weird honkies from down south that never watched a football or a baseball game in their life because all they do is fuck their sister and watch NASCAR. So I'm okay with the name change. Could they have come up with a better name than Commanders? Maybe. But in today's day and age, in 2022, you you can't have a name called the Redskins. So I think any name other than the Redskins would have been perfect for them. They've got to deal with Schneider now. He seems to be a really crappy owner. He's in a lot of trouble, rightfully so. We got a razzle-dazzle play here. Pass up the middle from number 14 of the Cowboys to... I didn't even see who that was. Poverty would have been a better name. I don't know, man. I think at the end of the day, the people that complain about name changes on sports teams don't know shit about the history of the sport team. They've never watched the sport. They're just like, oh my God, they're changing stuff? Damn these Democrats for doing that. Cancel culture, blah, 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 blah. I would have liked Red Tails for the Washington team. I would have liked Red Tails. I would have liked Red Hawks. I would have liked that movie with Keanu Reeves, The Seminoles. The Seminoles. I think that would have been a cool name. But, Dan, just to finish this topic up, as we got a handoff here on the left side that goes nowhere for the AFC, going to be third down. The majority of the people that are up in arms about the name changes of certain sports teams don't know the history of the sport team, are not fans of the sport team, never been to a sporting event for that sports team. They're just these right-wing conspiracy theorists who just want to act like a bunch of little bitches. So, got a 3rd and 12 here for the AFC. Mahomes looking towards his right with time. Sideline, nothing there. Was looking for Diggs. I've had this conversation with a couple of people that don't even watch sports. I was like, hey, how do you feel about the new name? Oh, my God, it's cancel culture. They're doing this, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, do you know the team? Have you been to that stadium? Have you ever rooted for that team? Have you ever rooted for division rivals of that team? And the answer is always no. So, but Dan Schneider, or whatever his name is, the owner of the now Washington Commanders, he's in a lot of trouble, rightfully so. And the NFL's got to do something about him. Here comes Mahomes, passing on the right side. He's picked off. Number 31 of the Bucs. He might return it to the 20, the 15, the 10, the 5. Touchdown, Team NFC. We are about to be tied up, ladies and gentlemen. I dislike bandwagon fans. I call them out every time if they clown my sports team. I feel you. That's a 64-yard TD reception for the defense of the NFC. What's up, baby? I still think Washington Sentinels or Washington Red Tails would have been a better name than the Commanders, but you got to remember they've got another team called the Guardians, so maybe they want to, like, in baseball, you got the Guardians in Cleveland, so now you got the Commanders in Washington. So I get what they were trying to do. The Washington football team was just too long, and they didn't really have an identity. So that's the end of the first, but we got to run one more play. So the NFC will go for a 2-point attempt here to go up by 1 if they could get it. Here's Kirk Cousins, shotgun. Has time, going end zone. No good. Keep it a 1-point lead for the AFC. Could not get it to Mike Evans. I forgot he was even in this. That's the end of the first. There's I forgot what his name. Peter Rosenhall or whatever. He's like a New York sports radio host, and he's been a fan of the Washington football team, now the Washington Commanders, for over 30 years. And even he said, you got to change that name from the Redskins to something else. And he was okay with it. So I don't really have a problem with, if something is, or, a racist name like the Redskins and you change it to something else. I'm okay with the change. I don't know how they were even ever able to have that name. But the people that are unhappy with that are just a bunch of racists. Yeah, change that name. There's history here. So, in your opinion, besides the Raiders, which franchise has the best name? Oh man, Patriots. As you can see with the American flag behind me, I think Patriots is a great name. I like to think of myself as someone who's patriotic, so having a football team named the Patriots, I think it's pretty cool. Yeah, I mean, aside from my Raiders, I think the Patriots is a great name for an American football team. And as far as when I look at like a team's jersey, I still think to this day, and I know it's only been around since 2012, I think the Seattle Seahawks have like some of the best looking jerseys. Although I looked at the Commanders jerseys, and their jerseys look pretty cool too. I think next season is going to be really interesting because now you're going to have no Tom Brady, you're going to have no Big Ben. A couple years before that, Drew Brees and Tony Romo retired, and Eli Manning retired. A couple years before that, there's no Peyton Manning. So now you're looking at really like, a small group of these young guys: Lamar Jackson, Kyler Murray, Patrick Mahomes. He's going to be a stud for a long time. Josh Allen, Mac Jones, Joe Burrow, Justin Herbert. I mean, Daniel Jones is still lurking around too. I don't think he's going to do much, but like, look at all these young quarterbacks. These are going to be the quarterbacks that my children are going to get to see the tail end of. Kirk Cousins' ball is batted up in the air. It's picked up by Garrett. He's going to score. Myles Garrett scores a defensive touchdown. Max Crosby, my main man, on the sideline, loving it. It's amazing how bad Kirk Cousins is, even in a Pro Bowl game, Dan. Even in a Pro Bowl game. Even in a Pro Bowl game, Kirk Cousins is shit. My word. My word. Kirk Cousins is something awful. He's a guy that I think is on borrowed time when it comes to being a starting quarterback. And I think the Vikings should fucking try to get Aaron Rodgers or something, man. Or Russell Wilson. Get somebody, man. Kyler Murray faded towards the end of the season without Hopkins. He sure did. But I think he's another guy that he's going to be around for the next couple of years. He's going to be around for the next decade. We're going to grow old with these young quarterbacks that we're seeing these last 2-3 years. Mac Jones is in. He'll throw a touchdown left side to Johnson of the Steelers. There's another touchdown on the board for the AFC. First time Pro Bowl, Max Crosby. That's my guy. I'm going to listen to the interview. That's my guy, Max Crosby. Openly talks about his struggles with sobriety. He's been sober for many years now. He's gotten his life on track. He really is the heart and soul of my team's defense. He's the heart and soul of that Raiders defense. And you know what? I know it's not a legit game, but they're playing in the Raiders Stadium right now. So how about that? Dan, what did you think about if Gabe is still lurking around and AB's looking around, what did you guys think of the Washington football team naming their new name the Commanders? I think Commandos would have been a better way to go, but all right, 4th and 15 for the AFC. Mac Jones stepping up into the pocket, passing on the right side. He's picked off by Diggs. Diggs will run it on the left side. They fumbled on the ground. Back to Diggs. Diggs fumbled it again, and then he falls on it, I think. All right, so it's going to be NFC ball. I caught some of it, but I fell asleep. I was watching some of that NHL All-Star game the other night. Seemed extremely patriotic, so are the national anthems. I'm trying to get back into hockey. A year before the pandemic, I started to get really, really, really into the NHL again. Trayvon Diggs, 11 interceptions this season, the most in the NFL since 1981. Everson Walls was the last person to have 11 interceptions in one season. Got a 1st and 10 here for, who is that? Kyler Murray. Swing pass here to Jefferson. Jefferson running out of time. He's going to run it himself and then goes out of bounds. He'll get a couple. I try to follow, because I'm really a Chicago Blackhawks fan, although I don't follow them as much as I do the other teams. I try to follow them, and then I try to follow Las Vegas, and then the 2 New York teams. The 2, well, there's really 3, but Islanders and Rangers. I don't care about Washington, Dallas, Philadelphia because I'm a Giants fan. Amen, Daniel. Yeah, I root for the Giants too. Got a swing pass on the right to Lamb. He'll get a couple, and then he's touched up. Be a 1st down for the NFC. We've got the score is 22-13 AFC with 13-31. You missed my rant, Hector, about the hardcore Republicans on the right side being mad about the Washington football team's name change to the Commanders. You missed it, Hector. You missed it, bro. You would have enjoyed it. Got a 3rd and 1 here, and he's touched, so that's a 1st down. Blackhawks are probably going to have to change their name also. Yeah, you're probably right. You're probably right at some point. I don't think it's going to happen in their near future because it seems like their fan base is fighting for it, and they have a lot of Native American fan base that actually likes the name and wants to keep the name. And the franchise owners, that pass is batted away, by the way, 2nd down. The franchise owners have made it known that they don't intend on changing the name anytime soon. Got a 2nd and 10 here for the AFC. 12-17 to go till halftime. You got Kamara, Murray, Kittle, Lamb, Jefferson, and Evans all on the field. Shotgun is Murray, has the snap. Going to pass on his left side. He's got Kittle. It's batted up in the air. He catches it for a couple. 3rd down. Why are they mad about the name change? Because they're fucking Republicans, Hector. Why wouldn't they be mad about it? Well, they're taking away the history of the team. I really hope there will be a baseball season this year. Yeah, me too, man. Me and Hector are actually supposed to go to a Mets game. And I don't know. I've said it a few times. I don't know if I said it to you, Daniel. This whole channel was created last summer based around the Mets. I was literally just doing play-by-play for the Mets. I wasn't doing any other sport, really. It was just play-by-play of every Mets game. If the Mets had a doubleheader and it was going to be a 10-hour stream, shit, I was on here for 11 hours straight. That pass is batted and falls down. That's going to be 4th down. That's Max Crosby, my boy, getting a hand on it. Got a 4th and 6 here for the NFC. That's where when a lot of people are like, dude, you stream for 7 hours for NFL Red Zone? Dude, in the summertime, I was streaming for 10 and a half hours, 11 and a half hours, 12-hour days when the Mets had, double headers. So for me, it was actually easier to do football, even if it was all day on Sunday, because I was doing those long ass baseball games last June, last May. Kyler Murray with time. Forced out of the pocket. He's going to bomb it. End zone. He's got his man, Mike Evans. Touchdown, NFC. He Randy Moss, the defender. You know what, crazy? You had more listeners with the Mets. Yeah, I know. Well, you know what actually gave that stream competition, the Mets streams? Um, the tail end of the NFL Red Zone streams I was doing every Sunday. Like the last 4 or 5 weeks, I started to really gain traction, and I would have 40 people in here for some of those streams, especially the 1 o'clock games. But yeah, the whole channel last year doing sports play by play, it was all for the Mets. It was all for the New York Mets. Yep, 5 days a week, sometimes more. Yeah, man. Even a regular Mets game, dude. I know you're cool with Hayden. They get the 2 points, so now it's a 1-point game for the AFC. The NFC just got their asses back in this game. Like a regular Mets game sometimes was like 3.5, 4.5 hours. And I met Hayden, and if you go through my archives, you could see Hayden was coming on and he was helping me out with stats, and he was just helping me call the game because the Mets games were getting so freaking long. And it was one thing when they were winning. Like when your team is winning and they're kicking the shit out of the other team, dude, I'll watch the game all day. I'll watch every second of it. When they started losing, the way they were losing, that was becoming really hard to call and not get frustrated and stay on the stream. So towards the end of that, Hayden started coming on, and we were collabing multiple times a week. And at least then, I had somebody there with me to be upset, because if you remember, the Mets were in first place for almost 100 days or something like that. And me and Courtney were traveling all over the East Coast to other games. We were traveling with the Mets 7 line. We were going to Pittsburgh. We almost went to Boston, but that's right when the Mets started losing. We were like, let's save our money because this is going to start to be really bad, which it was. The Mets went from first to second to third, and then you guys all saw how the Mets capped off last season. You all saw how it was ending. And I'm still baffled that the Braves won, because the Braves were at the bottom of that division when the Mets were at the top of it. Laughed my ass off. I stopped watching the Mets games towards the end of the season. Yeah, I was still here doing it. I was still here collabing with Hayden multiple times a week. We did those games where they played the Marlins and they lost the majority of the games to the Marlins, which was crazy because the Marlins were also the worst team, the second the worst team in the division at the time. So it was what it was. But like Hector was saying, there was a lot of people coming in from all over. There were Dodgers fans that came in and hung out. There were Giants fans, San Francisco Giants fans that came in. There were Braves fans, Pirates fans, Yankees fans, Red Sox fans. Everybody was pretty cool. But yeah, this whole thing was all about the Mets and all about MLB. After the baseball season, I was like, man, what am I going to do? I'm like, why don't I do NFL games? And then you see, I'll do a basketball game every week. It doesn't get a whole lot of people in, but it is what it is. And then rare occasions I'll do an NHL game. Now, last year, I was really just doing basketball games in the playoffs and NHL games in the playoffs. I wasn't doing regular season games, but every once in a while, I'm trying to branch out. 4th and 15 here for the NFC. Nearly picked off. Falls incomplete. Number 25, Howard of the Dolphins, had a hand on it. It was sheer depression and borderline suicide. Typical Mets, so I'm used to it, but they got my hopes up so much last year. Yeah, same here, dude. I can't tell you the amount of money I spent on home games. And when I go to any sporting event, I'm up close and personal. I don't sit in the nosebleeds really. So yeah, me and Courtney spent a lot of money on the Mets last year. For it to end that way sucks. Mac Jones is going to pass on the left side. Looks like that's Jonathan Taylor. Maybe got 5. Looking at like 2nd and 5. Yeah, he does. That's part of the reason why I brought him on, because he has his own channel that's all Mets too. It's all Mets for him. I want him to branch it out. I want him to do, because he's a big Broncos fan. I'm hoping next year he'll do some Denver Broncos stuff, so he has more to do. But he's also full-time in college as well, so he keeps busy. Looks like Taylor might have enough there for the first down. Mac Jones and Cousins in a Pro Bowl. I know. That's like me and you in a Pro Bowl, Hector. That's like me and you in a Pro Bowl. Well, I think Kirk Cousins is a alternate for Matthew Stafford. 1st and 10. Mac Jones in the shotgun, going to pass up the middle here to nobody. 2nd down. Clock stops at 9:19 left in the second. Patrick Mahomes, four seasons as a starter, 4 AFC Championship appearances, 2 Super Bowl appearances, 1 Super Bowl, blah, 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 2018 MVP, Super Bowl MVP, 4 Pro Bowl sex. You know what's crazy? The New York Giants could have gotten Patrick Mahomes. And Ben McAdoo, when he was becoming the head coach of the Giants, he wanted to call it quits with Eli Manning, and he wanted to draft Patrick Mahomes. Sucks, Dan. Swing pass to the left side to Tyreek Hill. He gets a couple. 3rd down, AFC. Well, it's a different year, and I believe Uncle Steven will do whatever it takes to spend money and get the best players in. Let's go, Mets. I'm so excited about this year if there is a season. Yeah, I am too. He already said he's going to spend the money. Got a 3rd and 4 here for the AFC. He already said he's a multi-billionaire. He already said he'd spend the money. I'm surprised though. Who is the biggest signing they've had? Maxey baby, was the biggest signing for the Mets. I'm surprised they didn't keep Syndergaard though. 3rd and 8. Touchdown AFC. Stephon Diggs. Or did he not get his feet down? Oh, he didn't get his feet down. So it's going to be 4th and 4. Yeah, his left foot stepped out of bounds before he could corral it. So now you got a 4th and 4 here for the AFC. I hope he spends a lot of money, though, Dan. I want them to get the best bullpen pitchers. You got Jones, Taylor, Kelsey, Renfro, Diggs, and Hill. They also had Baez. They should have kept Baez. 4th and 4. Mac Jones forced out on his right side. Pass up the middle. Batted in the air. Falls incomplete. I think we're finally going to a commercial break. I hope he spends more money, though. I hope he builds up that bullpen, because the bullpen was horrendous last year. Familia would drive me fucking crazy. Familia was like the worst. Whenever I was live streaming a Mets game, I'm like, here comes Familia. We're about to blow this game. It is what it is. We need bullpen arms for sure and another starter. I agree with you. We should have kept Baez. We should have kept Baez, tweaked him a little bit. because he would swing at everything. And then I'm so shocked they didn't keep Thor. You got DeGrom and you got Max Scherzer, so we'll see what those two will do. They traded Marcus Stroman. I was 50-50 with that. Letting Aaron Loop go, though, that I thought he was one of the better bullpen pitchers. Letting him go was tough, but then they kept Seth Lugo. So I was like, I don't know. Man. There's a lot of questionable things the New York Mets did in the offseason that I don't necessarily agree with. In my humble opinion, I thought the same about Edwin Diaz. I know that's your guy. Yeah, he still is my guy. We talked about it before. I was at that game. The Mets were winning like 6-1, I think, in Pittsburgh. I think it was the second game of their 3-game series. And dude, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I was talking so much shit to the Pittsburgh fans. And then he blew that game at the end. Kevin Pillar jumped into the freaking stands, slammed both his knees on the railing to try to catch that home run ball, and it was great. Andrew, what's up, bro? Yeah, that was awful. Because I remember, like, I get car sick. When we travel far in a car. So Courtney drove the whole way there and back, and it took forever to get there. It took like 5 hours to freaking get there. And we spent a lot of money. The seats were pretty good. And the Mets blew it, bro. The Mets blew it, and I had to hear it from the fans all the way home. We got a pick here again. Derwin James of the Chargers just picked off Russell Wilson. Edwin Diaz is frustrating. He pitches well against the good teams and blows saves against the bad ones, and he can't pitch non-save situations. I know, bro. I know. He really let me down, especially when I was in Pittsburgh. Because I was talking mad shit. I mean, the Pittsburgh fans, they started talking shit to us before we even got there. But he blew that game, and I think the Pirates ended up winning 7-6 or something like that. That was so stupid, bro. Here's Herbert passing on the left side to my guy, Renfroe, for a couple. Diaz blew 2 saves against the Pirates, one before the All-Star game and right after the All-Star game. I can't remember which one I was at. It was in the summertime. I think it was. So it was pretty warm. When I was there. The road trip to the West killed the Mets. Yeah, that too. I think a lot of things killed the Mets, Andrew. We got a 2nd and 6 here. I still can't believe their division rivals won the World Series. Passing left side. Who is that? Number 89? Is that Andrews again? Yeah. Big first down for the AFC. That one stream that you did though was crazy. With when the Mets played the Yankees and Lindor had 3 home runs in one game. I'm saying, man. I think I'd like to see other players talk shit to Lindor because he plays better when he's mad. When you start talking trash to him, he starts hitting home runs. Stanton doesn't want the smoke, Andrew. Stanton learned his lesson about messing with little Lindor. Swing pass on the left side to Harris. Is that Harris? Who is that? Yeah, that's Harris of the Steelers getting a couple. 2nd down AFC. Little over 5 minutes to go till halftime. Scores 22-21 AFC. The Mets killed me, Andrew. So remember, aside from that trip to the Pittsburgh Pirates stadium, me and Courtney were going to Mets games left and right, and we were sitting in like front row seats. I spent so much money on the Mets last year, and they blew it after having been in first place for like 100 games, 100 days, whatever it was. End zone to Andrews. Touchdown. Touchdown, Mark Andrews, 7-yard TD reception. They did play the Giants and Dodgers and went 4-22. Oh my God. I knew it was bad, but I didn't know it was that bad, Daniel. That was Herbert to Andrews, the touchdown for the AFC just now. You got 5:01 till halftime. Today, Mark Andrews has 4 receptions for 74 yards, 2 TDs. His average is 18.5. Looks like we're going to go for 2 here. Herbert is shotgun, running back behind him. And towards his right. Hand off to Harris. He'll go up the middle. I don't think he got it. No good. So keep the score. 28-21 AFC. At that point, when Lindor hit those 3 homers, Mets were already out in the race, and that was the only thing the Mets fans had to cheer about. I agree, because I was talking mad shit to Yankees fans. Most of my family members are Yankees fans, so I was like, that's what you get. You messed with that little pit bull, Lindor. That's what you get. You try to fight him, he hits multiple home runs in one game. That's what you get. Dude, that was crazy, though. We were at the game. Courtney was at the game before it, and the atmosphere was really weird because you had – it's New York, but you've had a lot of Yankees fans there, obviously a chunk of Mets fans there, and you had this, like – it felt like 2 gangs about to freaking get into a war. That was what was a little scary because people started taking it too serious. And again, like you would think like it's a prideful month. It's September 11th. But no, man, there was a lot of fights that broke out with adult men. And it was interesting, but you know, it's like when the little brother gets put in his place numerous times by the big brother just because, and finally the little brother has enough and he punches the big brother right in the dick and gets him good. And that's what my Mets did. They put big brother on his ass because they beat him in the series, right? They had more wins. But yeah, when Lindor did all that, the Mets had already lost so many games they were out of the playoff race, so it was just like I know what you're saying, Dan. I know what you're saying. I just hope there's no lockout, bro. Like, I need the Mets. For this channel, I need the Mets. Because I don't do that well with other streams. Like the boxing streams, not so much. Basketball streams, not so much. NHL, I do horrible with. UFC, It's really baseball that I do really well with, and then football streams I do okay. And then basketball is hit or miss if it's not in the playoffs. If it's in the playoffs, then I do well. Here's Herbert passing up the middle. Batted in the air, almost picked off, falls incomplete. It was great. The Mets were beating the Yanks at Yankee Stadium at the first half of the season. Yeah. Yeah, it was. Because I think it's just me. I think it's just me and 2 other relatives that are Mets fans. Most of my relatives and close friends, all Yankees. All Yankees. Got a 1st and 10 here for the NFC. Brad got 2. Thank you for the thumbs up. So we got a 1st and 10. Looks like Stephon Diggs, the wide receiver for the AFC, is going to come in as a cornerback. That's weird. Here's Kirk Cousins, shotgun, Snap is low, corrals it. Gives it to Doomervy, whatever his name is. He'll cut in and not really get anything. Thanks to Garrett and Max Crosby and company. So he got a second down. You got a second and 19 for the NFC. Pitts, Kamara, Cousins, Grant, Lamb, and Jefferson are all out there for the offense. You still got Stephon Diggs playing cornerback right now. That's interesting. Cousins with the snap. Pass up the middle, has his man. Was that Grant? A couple of yards there for the NFC. So who are you taking in the Super Bowl? I'm going with the favorite. I'll let you know if I change it before next Sunday. But I'm going with the LA Rams by 10. LA Rams by 10. 3rd and 7 here for the NFC. Kirk Cousins passing left side to Jefferson, his teammate. There's the first down. Clock stops at 2:35 till halftime. Yeah, I'm going with the Rams. All right, so now Trayvon Diggs, cornerback, coming in as a wide receiver. His brother, who is a wide receiver, is out there as a cornerback. He's going to guard his own brother just for shits and giggles. Here we go, brother versus brother on opposite sides of the ball they play on during the regular season. Cousins, shotgun. Pass to Kamara. He was two-hand touched right before that first down marker. So it's going to be second and short for the NFC. Under 2 minutes to go in the second. The only reason it looks like we're going to a commercial break too. The only reason I'm taking the Rams is the only reason I'm taking the Rams is I don't want people to burn down California. I feel like they're already doing that now. You know, like California has some weird rules with like Skid Row, like where the homeless are, and then like everything that happened during the pandemic, dude. Like you've got homeless people out front of storefronts just pissing and shitting right there, which is weird, man. We don't have that problem in Long Island, New York. We don't have, homeless people pissing and shitting. We do have some homeless people, but I don't know, man. They've got to do something for their homeless population because it's just going to get worse and worse and worse. People living in tents on sidewalks and pissing and shitting. Like Skid Row was always pretty bad, but like now, like right by the beach, by Venice Beach, like it's pretty bad too with the homeless population. I don't know what they can do at this point for the homeless in Cali, but who knows? I gotta be honest with you though, man. It feels so weird not doing a regular, like an NFL game or playoff game or NFL Red Zone on a Sunday. I don't know what I'm gonna do because I think the Mets, like the bulk of their games are like if I pull up their would-be schedule, they don't have a whole lot of Sunday games, I don't think. Let's see. They got a ton of spring training that they're probably not going to get to. The regular season is going to start March 31st, and April 2nd to the 9th. Let's see, March 31st and then April 2nd to the 9th. What days is that? March 31st is a Thursday. Then the 2nd and the 3rd is a Saturday and Sunday. Then 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's all Monday through Friday. 9th is a Saturday. Interesting. I got a 2nd and 3 here for the NFC. Kirk Cousins going to pass the left side end zone. He went for Trayvon Diggs, didn't get it. Trayvon Diggs wants a flag. Stephon Diggs in there, the regular season wide receiver who's in there, grabbing his brother's jersey. Didn't get the flag, though. Stephon Diggs cheated, dude. He cheated. No flags. There's no flags, so there's no pass interference. So now you got a 3rd and 3 here. Kirk Cousins running out of time. He's going to get sacked. It's a 2-hand touch sack by Crosby. Fucking MLB. Just when I was really excited to start the season, they have a lockout. Life of a Mets fan. What's the lockout for, though? They want more money. They want a better collective bargaining agreement. What is it that they want? They want more money for the owners, more money for the players, more money from sponsorships, more money from sales. Like, what's the big thing that they're pissed about? All right, we got a 4th down here for the NFC. Kirk Cousins in the gun. Rolling right. Kirk Cousins end zone. Nothing. Could not get it to his teammate Jefferson. Got a turnover on downs with 1 minute, 2 seconds left in the second. Max Crosby today, 4 tackles, 1 sack, 3 pass breakups. Patrick Mahomes back out there. Pass up the middle to Chubb. Chubb will take it a couple of yards before he's tagged. Just outside the 20. 50 seconds and counting left till halftime. Patrick had to get rid of that pass quicker than he wanted to. The defender was coming through. Remember, there's no blitz or sacks. I see what you're saying, Dan. 2nd and 10. Mahomes in the gun. Passing left side. Gives it to Hunter Renfrow. Got down on the ground, so the clock stops at 31 seconds after the AFC used their final timeout. It's going to be 3rd and 1 for the AFC. Third and 1, Mahomes goes shotgun. Chubb on his left side. Here's the snap. Pass up the middle to Chubb. There goes Chubb. Loose in the secondary. He's tagged. They got to go hurry up offense because they only got 20 seconds left till halftime. No, they wouldn't let me. Caesar Sportsbook app wouldn't let me. Mahomes spiked it, but there was a false start flag. 10-second runoff. I guess they don't really consider this a real game anymore, Dan. So no, there's no money on it. Mahomes running out of time here. He's hit from behind and knocked down. And that'll be a sack. And now it's halftime. We go into halftime. The score's 28-21 AFC. You used to be able to bet on this game a couple of years ago, Dan. Not so much anymore. Dan, I'll be right back. I gotta pee.
Welcome to the USAA Insurance Halftime. We hope you're enjoying the 2022 Pro Bowl. Next week, we will be in LA for the Super Bowl. And so will Matthew Stafford, the first time in his 13-year career. Stafford has done everything the Rams were hoped for, and now just one step away from the ultimate goal. Here he is with Michelle Butler. I've watched it 15 times. This is great between you and your wife, Kelly. First of all, did you see her coming? She was coming in hot for you.
I did not. I didn't even know we were going to be able to see some family on the field there. Not sure how they got that down, but they did. And I was pumped about that. And saw her at the last second. And that's a lot of years, a lot of support for each other. Going into one moment there. Love having her in my corner. Love getting to share that moment with her. A little more work to do.
Super Bowl Sunday, you're going to be staring down the Bengals. And only second-year quarterback Joe Burrow. What do you think of this flag?
Yeah, he definitely has some. He does a great job in the post-game pressers. I love it. Wish I could have been that cool my second year in. He's nailing that look. As far as on the field, man, he's an impressive player. He was an impressive player in college at LSU. I remember watching him thinking to myself,
All right.
What's it like for you, Matthew, knowing that you were the biggest piece of the puzzle for the Rams win now plan?
Dude, speaking of coin toss, I might bet on the coin toss this year. I might bet on the coin toss this year. You got a 50-50 shot of getting it right, so shit. I might do it this year.
You'll hear from Joe Burrow, who was asked, of course, what his post-game celebration might look like.
Every time I win some kind of title, I'm going to smoke cigars. So hopefully we can smoke another one next Sunday.
You're watching the USAA Insurance Halftime Show. Insurance for the military community. USAA, an official insurance sponsor of the NFL.
I think I might bet if Caesar Sportsbook app lets me, I think I might bet on heads in the coin toss. Are there any good hockey games on today? I'm not seeing anything. That's because of the All-Star break, right? Damn.
That's why there aren't any, because you're in the NHL is in the break, right? Oh, there's some NHL games on tomorrow. Leafs, Hurricanes, Devils, Senators. Tuesday, Wednesday. Well, the Islanders play on Wednesday. 10:30 though. Damn, homie.
NFL Countdown has begun on Super Bowl Sunday, live from the Disneyland Resort at SoFi Stadium. Let's go! Come on, folks, let's go! Before they square off,
See, the Hawks play at 6, right? I think I'm gonna do that game.
Stafford and Joe Burrow. But Super Bowl champions do not sell their choices as a special guest analyst. Kick off your Super Bowl Sunday with Countdown at 10 a.m. on ESPN.
Hawks at Mavericks, 6 o'clock. I don't think I'm gonna do that game. I gotta set a premiere for that.
Earlier today, right here at Allegiant Stadium, the NFL held its final two flag championships after an exciting battle. In the 14U boys division, the Elite CR Cardinals held on to their early lead to defeat the number one seed Apex Predators 13-12 to be crowned champions. And in the 17U World Championship game, Panama White took home the title winning 6-0 over the Texas Fury, thanks to a touchdown pass from Andrea Castillo. Congratulations to all the kids. And now, let's talk about the driving force behind the Bengals' surprising run to the Super Bowl. Quite simply, it's sophomore quarterback Joe Burrow. It's amazing how one player can change the outlook of an entire franchise. Here he is with Jeff Darwin.
It is no fluke. It is a fact.
Looks like they're getting Bengals highlights now.
Are headed to Super Bowl 56.
80-1 odds for the Super Bowl to go. And then before the season got really worse, 125-1. But you're not supposed to be there. How are you about to be in the Super Bowl?
And the culmination of a lot of hard work that finally comes to fruition, and it's really been a dream come true the last 2.5 years. And we're excited about all the hard work that we put in and gotten us to this moment.
Could you please explain the cigar situation?
Well, I smoked one after the national championship game, and that was my first cigar ever smoked.
Questions for Coach now?
And then after that, I decided that every time I win some kind of title, I'm going to smoke a cigar. So I smoked one after we won the division title. So hopefully we can smoke another one next Sunday.
And we are all looking forward to next Sunday. Good thing we have football to tide us over. Mike Evans lost his stem cell Berryman. Money on the line. Expect the competition to pick up in the second half. Enjoy.
USA.
Still in commercial break.
NFL. Thanks you for one. Atlantic Honda's got two convenient ways to buy or lease your new or pre-owned car. Shop at Atlantic Honda's state-of-the-art showroom, speak with a specialist, and get a test drive. Or shop 100% online at AtlanticHonda.com to purchase, lease, or trade in your vehicle. We'll even deliver your vehicle right to your door at no additional charge. Right now, lease the new 2022 Pilot EXL all-wheel drive for $419 per month with 0 down payment.
We go the extra mile to see you smile.
Atlantic Honda in Bayshore.
Nothing beats enjoying a football game in New York. But it's still a game. Dealing with a serious
Gotta edit
injury
something
is
real
not
quick.
So if you're badly injured in a car crash, call the team at Salino Law. Our experienced attorneys are here to help you through it.
I think I edited everything I needed to edit for now.
As the world's #1 air conditioning company, we aim to perfect it. It affects how we work, how we play, how we grow, and how we perform. It's the one thing we all share, and it makes it even more important. Make it Alaska, perfecting the air we share.
Should be good.
The best way to avoid serious illness from COVID-19 is for you, your kids, and
Okay.
your family members to get vaccinated and boosted, and to wear high-quality masks. Stay protected, New York. To learn more, visit NYC.
Oh, hell no. You ain't.
Finder, or call 877-VAX4NYC.
Hey, New Yorkers. Affordable, quality now within your reach. Don't delay. Enroll now for healthcare coverage in 2022. Get free one-on-one help to compare health plans and get the healthcare coverage you need with low out-of-pocket costs. Call 1-855-355.
Cool, man. Thanks for popping in. Yeah, I'm doing the Jake. I'm doing the basketball game at 6 p.m. since this game isn't really all that legit. This Pro Bowl. The Hawks are at the Dallas Mavericks tonight at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, my time. So I'll be doing that after this little Pro Bowl, whatever you want to call it, game. I say game loosely.
2022 Pro Bowl presented by Verizon from Las Vegas. Get ready to start the third quarter. The AFC, a 7-point lead over the NFC. Time now for the Intuit TurboTax Live third quarter reset. Yeah, the quarterbacks are having a tough time at the tables tonight. They're losing.
All right.
3 pick sixes. First was
Oh, damn.
Leonard. Max Crosby almost had one lose right off the jump, but then Myles Garrett got hit on it. Yeah, his passes have been a theme. Wide receivers not running their routes. Quarterbacks expecting to be in certain spots. They're not there. Like right here. And then what happens? Defensive backs show their superior athleticism. Since they are the superior athletes, as you would expect. I think what you might have expected if you're just tuning in, Steve Bryant and Lewis, Lisa downstairs on the field, is maybe some more offense, right? If you come to these games, you think a lot of points. We did have a lot of points, but then saw.
Sounds like Bruce Buffer is getting the third quarter started. Scores 28-21 AFC. True that, Jake. True that. Yeah, the basketball game's on in like an hour and a half. Hawks versus Mavs.
And the 4th and 15 experiment, if you just joined us, has not gone all that well so far. After you score in this game, you can elect to get the football, keep the football, but it's a 4th and 15 from your own 25, and the two teams are already combined 0 for 7.
It's like Mac Jones is still going to play for the AFC. His day's not done yet.
Those kinds of things, anything out there. Deion Dawkins. You know, I see that Deion Dawkins. The guy that Deion Dawkins protects, Josh Allen, no way he should not be in this game. Talking about Josh Allen. Josh begged out of this one. Think about the emotional toll of this. You talk about the biggest NFL season ever, right? Yeah, the 17 games, the 18 weeks. Then these teams have also played playoff games too, right? And the mental stress that goes with the physical. Do understand if something played out. Choose to go elsewhere. Well, you heard Patrick Mahomes plays in on it a little bit about the fact that he wasn't over their loss in the NFC Championship, and yet he won't be for the one side. That's the finality of winning the season in the playoffs is so shocking to me. It really does take a toll on you when you see where you have to take the captain, a guy like him coming out and playing this game and bringing his family out here. But it's hard, man. The NFL is a hard sport. It's hard physically and mentally, as you're doing to Steve, Brian, and it's just fun to see these guys here. And I think they're having a good time too. Like we've seen the guys around town a little bit this week. A lot of families, a lot of kids in town. Something you get to share with your entire family. The NFL is a true brotherhood. It really is, man. I mean, it's been a long time since I've been on an NFL house and played the game. But all the guys that I'm not playing with, Brian Bruce say the same. Still, when you see it, if you haven't seen them for years, they're still your brothers, they're still your guys. That'll never change. That'll never. No difference in this game is they're getting to spend time with guys on other teams from around the league, and guys that they watch on film on a weekly basis, and they try to take things from, and they steal things, they learn, and they come here and then you develop these relationships and communication. And then that's what's really, I think, the most valuable.
This third quarter is taking forever to start. Gee, Nitley.
I miss that. I miss going and being able to talk with the defensive players around here, other offensive players, quarterbacks.
First and 10. It's like Mac Jones is going to be in the gun. Swing pass on the left side to Tyreek Hill. We'll get a couple. Second down, AFC.
And I think the other thing about this league, you guys know better than I would. I think riding Bob Turner around the league, you know, this Pro Bowler, right? That's a big deal. All Pro even more, but definitely a Pro Bowler. I think everybody wants to be recognized as one of the great best. And you single out for it, even in the context of a team sport. Now you recognize your individual ability. That's the most
Pass on the right side to Tyreek Hill. Again, he'll get a couple. Close to the first down marker. Going to be third down AFC. 14-12 to go in the third. Travis Kelce is also out there for the offense. It's going to be 3rd and 1. 3rd and 1 for the AFC. 3rd and 1. All right, 1st and 10. Handoff to the back. No, it's a fake. Mac Jones rolling right. Took a shot. Got a couple.
They say the eye of the sky doesn't lie, but I don't believe that. That's not true. Clearly. That was a Rose Bowl practice back in 1997.
2nd and 11. Mac Jones passing into the secondary. Has his man. That's Diggs. That's going to be a big first down for the AFC. We got a Tom Brady retirement package here. It's crazy. 1st and 10 for the AFC. Give to Johnson. He's hit. Knocked down by Parsons. Tom Brady's career. 7 Super Bowl wins first. 5 Super Bowl MVPs first. 84,520 pass yards first. 624 pass TDs first. 243 wins first. 35 postseason wins first. And there was one other one he's first in. That's crazy, dude. 2nd and 4 for Jones. He's going to get hit from behind. It's going to be a sack. 3rd down.
and a work ethic that ended up getting him to where he was. And I remember that first about him. And then secondly, when he got there, when he made it, when he won those Super Bowls, he didn't change. He never lost.
3rd down and 8.
Tom Brady different than any other
3rd down and 8 for the AFC.
athlete that's come through national football. The thing, I've said that a million times.
Here's Mac Jones passing up the middle to Kelsey. Kelsey laterals it to Johnson. Johnson will go up and get a couple. And that is going to be a 1st and 10 for the AFC with 10 and a half minutes to go left in the 3rd. And if nobody's here like they are now, I'm not doing the 4th quarter.
And tell him that he was the next chosen one, and he was going to be the GOAT. And that, basically, you don't know where to go but down. He had everywhere to go. He didn't know where to go but up. And he did. Step by step by step by step. And that, to me, if you don't look at someone for inspiration, if you think that you
Mac Jones under center. The only man in the backfield is Chubb. Hand off to Chubb. Chubb back to Jones. Little flea flicker. Has Johnson downfield, and there's a 1st down for the AFC. Move those chains. 1st and 10 for the AFC.
Tom always makes the point about how important you were, Brian, to his career, his time at Michigan, how he saw you lead that team to the Rose Bowl, the national championship for the Wolverines. And those were coming out of Tom Brady's mouth, maybe even that much more. Listen, I got a great relationship with Tom and a lot of respect for him. And I was part of the competition. I was part of developing that callus. He wanted to compete with me every day. We did. And I had no question in my mind. Obviously, we didn't know he was going to be the greatest of all time, but I knew he was going to.
I don't know what just happened with my TV. Must be windy outside. Second down for the AFC.
Every teammate throughout his career that you talk to will say that.
2nd down and 7.
This is the 13th consecutive Pro Bowl that Tom Brady won't play. He's been selected too. That's a record.
Fakes the handoff to Chubb. Mac Jones going to take it himself. Pump fake. Gets a couple. See if they give him enough for the 1st.
That's the best, right? You get the opportunity to name a Pro Bowler or selected my team for the Super Bowl.
Welcome back, Jake. It'll be 3rd and 2 for the AFC. 8 minutes and 15 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter. Mac Jones with the snap. Hand off to Chubb. Chubb going to go up the middle for a couple. That'll make it 1st and goal for the AFC.
I'm so happy for those long-suffering fans of the Bengals. They've been through it. It's down for a long time. How about AJ Green? AJ Green, all those years in Cincinnati, and then he goes to Arizona thinking that was going to be his spot, that we're going to finally get over the hump, and then as soon as he's gone, he got back on Instagram.
1st and goal. Mac Jones rolling right, directing traffic. End zone. Touchdown, my guy, Hunter Renfrow of the Raiders. First Pro Bowl touchdown for him. 6-yard reception. Love you, Renfrow. Me and you both have effed up hairlines.
You want to talk about undervalued players. Hunter Renfrow is another one. We talked about Mark Andrews. Hunter Renfrow caught 8% of his targets this year. He got 33 catches on 3rd downs, like the money down.
That's my guy, though, Jake. Hunter Renfrow. Now we got a 2-point attempt here for the AFC. 7:24 to go in the 3rd quarter. Mac Jones with the snap. He's hit. He's sacked. 2-hand touch sack, that is. I'll go to a commercial break.
Purdue homeowners, a football game can
I'll be right back, Jake. I gotta feed my dog.
Progressive can protect you from becoming your parents, but we can't protect your home and auto when you bundle with us. Still planning to head out around the third quarter? Let's talk about leaving before we're actually in. We better get small. Are you okay? Small. We're only on 1 inch taller. That's a little one. So ashamed to overpay for this used car. Decided to go undercover. Just picked the wrong used car site.
Remember, if you don't see me, you're not seeing the most accurate price. Shopping car bags. You won't have to overpay on a used car again.
Hey, Beth, how we feeling?
Yep.
Moving.
Shop millions of great deals, all with free Carfax report. Only at the all-new Carfax.com.
Man, I can't wait to watch the big game.
I think we're on the Super Bowl. It's out of the official spot for the NFL.
Can I say that Jingu stood Tuesday before every game? It's not in the contract.
How did you get here?
I don't know. Going out pieces of the hood. They got the win. Now get the gear. The Cincinnati Bengals are AFC champs. And you can get your hands on the official trophy collection at NFLShop.com, including the championship t-shirt, hat, and celebration towel. They wore it on the field. Now you can wear it everywhere. Shop now for free shipping at NFLShop.com.
If you want to get the goal, we're going to have to trust each other.
Uncharted.
Go with me, barely.
Exclusively in theaters where you can your team. Tune in Thursday to watch NFL Live, presented by Invisalign. Then next Sunday, watch Super Bowl 56 on NBC. Stream games on mobile with the Yahoo Sports and NFL apps. Well, the NFL news cycle never stops. 9 NFL.
All right. I got the Rams. If you're still here, Jake, going with the Rams.
Miami will have to replace fired head coach Brian Flores. Of course, that was news. Dominating NFL talk. Past Tuesday, Flores filing a lawsuit at federal court against the NFL and the Dodgers.
Russell Wilson back in. Swing pass to the left side to Samuel for a couple. Second down, NFC. AFC is winning 34-21. Second down, NFC. Russell Wilson with the snap, batted in the air, almost picked off, falls incomplete. Third down and 7 for the NFC. Clock continues to run. 6:49 left in the third quarter.
How qualified they are. There's some great coordinators out there, great leaders, great character guys, great teachers, great family men who have the support of everyone in the organization that they currently are employed by. That are pushing them relentlessly.
Yeah, same here, Jake. Russell Wilson gets away from the sack, pass up the middle, too short for Pitts. Now the NFC has a 4th and 7 with 6:21 to go in the third.
They can do whatever they want. They can ignore whatever data they want and go with the person that makes them feel most comfortable and or who subjectively they feel is the better choice for their life. And see, that's where this conversation becomes very murky. It becomes kind of gray. It becomes muddied up because how do you get someone to change their personal choice and or belief and or the way in which they make decisions so it starts to better represent the minorities who are candidates for these jobs. And then when you get into that area,
Russell Wilson rolling right. Trying to get to Kamara. Couldn't get it to him. It's going to be on ESPN. 6 p.m. my time on ESPN. It's on right after the Pro Bowl. Atlanta Hawks versus Dallas Mavericks. 5-5-6 left in the third quarter of this game.
That's just not enough time. That can't be the very first time. It can't be the very first time you have access to these guys. Just be assumed for a couple minutes or an hour, you'll never get the level of comfort that you need. I think you ask, how do you start to change it? I think you need leadership. And it has to start with people that take chances. And what Brian Flores is doing, I have so much respect for because he put his neck on the line. So he's still up for a couple of jobs. And unfortunately, it should not take this. It should not. And it is unacceptable. What Brian Flores is doing, what he believes he needs to do, has to do, not just for him.
Pass, hand up off the middle for Harris. I'll get a couple. Second down.
And that's what I think. That's true leadership and true courage and vision. And it is going to start to change, I believe, because of it.
Second down and 8.
I'll tell you what, I have questions about it. I have questions about whether or not it'll start to change. Because honestly, look, I'm not, there are plenty of guys who are courageous. Maybe not will take the step that Brian Flores is taking completely. That is a tremendous personal risk that he is taking. But really, the courage and the leadership needs to come from them. Exactly. When you were talking about stepping out there, doing something that isn't necessarily
Pass up the middle to Tyreek Hill. He'll get a couple. And enough for the first. Thanks, Jake. I'm trying to write down the players' names for later because I don't know too much about the Mavs. That's what I'm writing down now. End zone, nothing there. Going to be 2nd and 10 for the AFC. On which game? This basketball game? Nah. I won so I bet $300 last night, and I barely won back half my money. So I'm taking a break till the Super Bowl, bro. 2nd and 10 here for Herbert. Hit as he threw, falls incomplete. You got any bets this week or next Sunday, Jake? I missed a play, I think. It's going to be 4th and 1. Travis Kelce's going to check in for the AFC. I think I had the Knicks in a couple of lineups, and the Knicks lost yesterday, Jake. Fourth and 1, handoff to the back. Nothing there. Nothing there for the AFC. Going to be... Oh, they picked up the first down, apparently. All right. So now, actually, correct that. It's going to be a 1st and goal for the AFC with 2:15 and counting left in the third quarter.
Jonathan Taylor had in Indianapolis with that offensive line. Look at what Chubb had in Cleveland with that offensive line. Najee Harris didn't have that. His offensive line wasn't.
Here we go. First and goal for the AFC.
Well, not only the running game, but the passing game as well. He's going to be a phenomenal player.
Little flea flicker. Diggs is going to take it himself. He's got a lane. Touchdown, AFC. That's Stephon Diggs right up the middle. Sean Strickland won the main event last night. Hector.
Trayvon, number 7, right in the middle. And going to hear about that later with the dinner table. Hey, listen, fourth quarter now. You remember that play right there, because if Trayvon comes up and squares up Stephon, man, this is for real. I don't know why.
That's interesting, Jake. Extra point is good. Score is going to be 41-21 AFC with 1:39 left in the third.
I'll tell you what.
My number I bought for the Super Bowl is 3 and 7. Hopefully, I can hit one of those quarters. I haven't bought Super Bowl boxes in a while. I should.
For every adventure, there's Nature Valley.
Welcome to the next level.
What's the plan?
The world is counting on you. I put this back into work for you. Buckle up. Everybody, hang on and enjoy the ride. In the all-new Lexus NX, this is a whole other level of insanity. See Moonwall in theaters February 4th and experience amazing.
Oh, so as long as it's 3 and a 7. Okay. I see what you're saying, Jake. Yeah, it's been a minute since I've bought boxes. It's been a minute, bro.
Great. Cut out the middle of the action.
I can't. We would immediately start tearing out our hair and screaming at the top of our lungs.
Real animalistic primal scream that falls into full on stop. Oh, that sounds very specific, like it's happened before. God, no.
That's what I was saying. It's not complicated. AT&T 5G is fast, reliable, and secure. America's most reliable 5G network.
One time I had a $20 box that turned into like $350. I think that was the Super Bowl with the Eagles and the Patriots.
Respect for the game opponents, their integrity in competition. Cameron Jordan, Kyle Juszczyk, so Matthew Slater there for a second. That's 3 of this year's 8 finalists. The winner,
Right, 1:39 left in the third. We got a 1st and 10 here for the NFC. That's Kyler Murray under center. Little flea flicker action. Give to Samuel, and he's tackled. Gonna lose some yardage. Oh, I see, Jake. I see.
I mean, it shows you that I'm just as nice as quarterback I am. You know, I'm the best nice. In terms of what treatment of the year, it's phenomenal to even be have that nod to say, you know, acknowledge my community work. But it's just able to
Second and 15, Kyler Murray shotgun. Passing left side to a wide open. Is that CeeDee Lamb? Who is that? Yeah, it's CeeDee Lamb. That might be. They got to run one more play, and that'll be the end of the third. Current score is 41-21. AFC, my team, because my Raiders play in the AFC. What's up, Jane?
Thanks so much, Cameron. Good luck to you with both of those awards. We appreciate it. Appreciate it. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. Appreciate it. Back to you.
He's not kidding. Is Cam done there? At least you want to give him one last opportunity. End of the third quarter.
This is Las Vegas, Pro Bowl 2022. This is Cam Jordan. We are live.
All right, that's the end of the third. I'm laughing at Hayward. I did some like week by week fantasy on. I did FanDuel this year. Normally I do DraftKings. I did FanDuel this year. I didn't do too bad, but I didn't do too great either. So. All right. Stupid commercials.
A fresh start begins with fresh choices, like getting the internet speed you want. Upgrade to our fastest 1 gig internet. With that great choice, you'll get a $100 Visa prepaid card, a free Wi-Fi extender for greater full home Wi-Fi coverage, and built-in internet security. Choose to start fresh with our fastest speed. Plus, as part of Optimum flexibility, there are no contracts. And now you can even unlock more value when you combine with Optimum Mobile. Visit Optimum.com.
Yeah, I feel you, bro.
Welcome to the I-24 News Day. Now more details on a development story. Breaking news at this hour.
It is history in the making.
When news breaks in the Middle East and around the world, our team of experienced journalists are here, around the clock.
To keep you up to date with the news of the day.
Where it happens, when it happens. Stay tuned and stay informed.
Every day on the hour.
The heart of the new Middle East beats on I-24 News.
If that particular play doesn't happen, I don't know what happens with my career beyond that.
Our next 30 for 30 film, The Tuck Rule, premieres tonight, 8:30 p.m. Eastern on ESPN. Remember, we're the home of the Las Vegas Raiders. I know that guy. He looks familiar. Unprecedented look at one of the most controversial plays in sports history 20 years after it happened. Tom Brady and Charles Woodson will sit down together for the first time.
The swing pass on the right side. Is that Connor? He got a couple. I'm not sure. Jake, I'm not sure. That went incomplete. On the right side for the NFC. Looks like I got a 4th and 1.
Let's see if any specific rotation of the quarterbacks. We just cycle all three through whenever they feel like it. I wonder if the offense is going to try to pick it up a little bit and get some points on the score.
Pass here on the left side, looking for CD Lamb. That's incomplete. Again. I think it happened already.
Get your TV together. The best of live and on demand. Introducing DirecTV Stream.
The best way to avoid serious illness from COVID-19 is for you, your kids, and older family members to get vaccinated and boosted and to wear high-quality masks. Stay protected, New York. To learn more, visit nyc.gov/vaccine finder or call 877-VAX-4-NYC.
Yeah, because I remember watching something. Didn't Peyton Manning like host it or something?
At AmericanEagle.com, we create some of the most complex and efficient websites. That's because of an unfair advantage. Zarash, our speed guy. He took on a rescue mission for a major retailer's e-commerce site and found over 100 ways to shave load time. In fact, just now, he saved another 80 milliseconds. For web development, digital marketing, strategy, and more, talk to AmericanEagle.com. Don't just grow, soar.
The Don Shula NFL High School Coach of the Year Award honors high school football coaches that display the integrity and leadership exemplified by the winningest coach in NFL history.
Yeah, I feel you, Jake. Feel you, bro.
And the Clemens High School coach Michael Peters. Both finalists received $15,000 from the NFL Foundation. Pleased to announce that the winner is Bob Falco. Here's Lisa.
Thank you, Steve. Coach Falco, you two were telling me that you have been a coach for 40 plus years, a head coach for 27 years. What are you most proud of in your coaching career?
I think just meeting and being able to learn from the young kids. You know, you got to learn to adapt and adjust through life.
Really it's been all right. We've had like a couple of really tough jobs, Jake, but it's been raining a lot in New York. So like last week, I think I missed the week before last week, I missed 2 days. And then this Friday, I was off because of heavy rain. Last Monday, I had a job 2 hours away from my house. I get there and the driveway wasn't shoveled out. There was 22 inches of snow. Couldn't get the work truck down into the driveway, so it ended up not working. But it was 2 hours to drive there and then 2 hours back, so I wasted a ton of gas money. It's all right, I guess. It's all right.
What is your relationship with the guy Tom Brady from college to his relationships, top relationships with players when he's coaching in high school, then now he's coming out visiting out in Vegas. It's kind of a small world. You really start to realize how small this world is.
First and 10 here.
You cherish those things and foster them and grow them because they'll pay big old trees down the road in native ways you can't even imagine. These high school coaches are
Kyler Murray in the gun. Passing left side to, is that Kittle? Yeah, it is. Let's see if NFC doesn't score here. I think that might be it for this stream, Jake. Yeah, weather's been fucking me up too. Has to cover all my equipment and shit because we had a double freeze, which is enormous. Ah, damn. What do? You do yards? You do lawn care and all that? Lawn and garden? Is that what you do, Jake? Landscape? Kyler Murray with time. Pump fake. No. Going to go end zone. Nope. Has Kamara. He's tagged 5 yards before the end zone. He's second and goal. Second and goal for the NFC. Kyler Murray with time. End zone off the fingertips of CD Lamb again. Going to be third and goal. Stop the clock with 11:09 left in this game. Current score is 41-21. Oh, cool, Jake. You're in Texas, so that's year-round work, right? Third and goal. Kyler Murray passing right side of the end zone. Incomplete. Looking for Jefferson. Fourth and goal. Kyler Murray end zone. Finally. That's Pitts of the Falcons getting the touchdown. Why is Patterson not? Is he injured? Why is he not in the Pro Bowl? Patterson's pretty good for the Falcons. That normally doesn't happen in Texas, right? That's rare. All right, there's like 10 minutes left in this game, 41-28. I'm gonna go meet my lady for dinner. Thanks for popping in, Jake. Thanks for being loyal. You, Dan, and Gio, Hector, Gabriel. Who else was here? Andrew, AB, Nolan. I'm gonna go meet my my lady for some dinner or something. I'll catch you later.